I think real fast.
Yeah.
So you guys going anywhere this weekend?
Me and Cork are going to Nebraska, so it'll be his first
Oh, how did
out.
it go today?
All right, it
How
was
did
all
it go
right.
today?
Not as good as
Yeah,
he do, but we got work to do this summer.
I got you.
We got to get out of those blocks faster than the hurdles.
What all did he do? He did hurdles with high jump.
High jump and long jump.
Okay. All right. 1 second.
Speaking of which, next year get the smallest uniform they have. Okay, you keep getting these big uniforms. I don't know why. Because now you
Yeah,
got
that's
these two
true.
layers on, and
Yeah.
you get that's wind resistance. But you want the small jersey they got. Okay, quit getting these big ones. Like you're wearing ones that the older kids be wearing. Get the super small one. Okay. So hey, I need extra small, whatever they have. Like I need the one that fit on baby dolls.
Nah, he's right though. Especially out there, you guys have some crazy wind out there.
Yeah, it's like and he get so then he's wearing two shirts because he's don't want to be bare chested. Like now you're sweating and wearing your energy out. So yeah.
All right, almost there. So you say you go to Nebraska this weekend?
Yep.
That should be nice.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. We're doing. He's gonna do hurdles, triple jump, high jump, and javelin.
Okay. Oh, you finally getting to throw that? He's throwing a 600.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah. I
That's
figure as
dope.
long as he over 100, that should put him on the podium this year.
Nah, he going over 100, man.
Yeah.
Cause what did he do down here when he came down here?
I think he went. We do a 106 down there in Florida. He went 106. Yeah, he went 106. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he ready. He ready. He ready. All right, so we ready to rock and roll. So we got a great show tonight. Appreciate Coach Ricky coming in from practice. You guys coming in from practice? Or you coming in from the meet?
From practice.
From
Yeah.
practice. You got the superstars riding in the car with him today. The 1,000-time All Americans, the Dunnigan duo, hardcore showstoppers. But yeah, we got a great show tonight, man. We got what meets are you looking forward to? There's a lot of great meets coming up. A lot of great meets coming up. Throwing shoes, not so much even throwing shoes, just field shoes. For the different field events, are they needed? The age old question about implements. I know CJ brought it up, and a couple more people. I think April brought it up too. So we'll touch on that. Um, a big thing in Florida, I don't know how it is out there in your area, is warm up throws, especially for the high school meets. And when you have high school and college officials, when they start doing the youth meets, sometimes they bring those same mindsets or tendencies down to the youth level. So we're gonna talk about that. Unsafe areas where field event athletes compete. I'm pretty sure in your years of doing field events and watching field events, you've seen some crazy setups at the various events.
Yeah.
And then we'll close it out with the experience of the club championships that is pretty much like next month. That's crazy. It's almost like in a month. Like
Yeah.
time is flying, man. Time is flying. It's gonna be a good time though. So we'll jump back to the first question. What meets are you looking forward to in the next couple of weeks?
Uh, well, I mean, like I said, the one tomorrow out in Nebraska, because it's a place where we can. Unfortunately, here we don't have a whole lot of places that we can high jump, triple jump, and throw the jab all in
I
one
got
meet.
you.
We just don't
I
have
got
them,
you.
and so it sucks that we have to drive 3 hours to get to a meet to be able to do that. But so I'm looking forward to that, so I can see how it goes. Obviously, I'm looking forward to Club Nationals. Our first time going down there, so that'll be great.
We'll see you
Um,
guys there. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, so that those are the two one. I mean, there's one more we're gonna be me and Cork are gonna do in Tennessee with that pole vault. So we're looking forward to doing that. So anytime I can get some pole vault reps in, I'm like trying to find those meets. So we're already gonna be in Tennessee for Ivory softball. So I was like, hey, we're gonna dip out for a day and go do some pole vault. So
So how does that work? Do you bring the pole with you? You rent a pole?
I take
You
the
ship
pole
it in? How
with.
does that work? Huh?
It, it take it with it fits in our SUV. So I just put it inside the SUV and we roll with it.
I got you. I got you. Coach Ernest say he got the last 3 high school meets in Speed Capital St. Louis. Okay, that's gonna be a movie. Speed Capital is always anybody who hasn't done a Speed Capital meet. I'm telling you, you gotta do a
You're
Speed
missing
Capital
out.
meet. Your kids will never want to do another type of meet, especially once they see those medals. Just the presentation, like is laid out, man. It's I'm actually going up to this weekend to Greensboro. So that's gonna be dope. I'm looking forward. I get to see Layla Jones throw in person. To me, that's like she's one of the upper echelons of youth throwers, man. So like I get a chance to watch her in person. But yeah, you got Clash of Texas was a dope meet. I would love to have been at that one. But you got Greater Houston coming up. Coach
Are they
CJ and
still having
Powerhouse,
it?
huh?
Last time I saw, I thought it was canceled. So it's back on.
Oh, is it? I
Yeah.
gotta check. I didn't know. I didn't notice that. I know they have it every year,
Yeah,
Memorial
I saw
Weekend.
on the thing it was canceled. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's always a dope meet. I hope they get a chance to do it. But Clash of Texas was, man. Brandon Cooper, man. That meet was a movie. I definitely want
Yeah.
to try to get that. It sucks that JO's in Texas next year because you got to make 2 trips. But that Clash of Texas, that's a dope meet. CJ got a nice meet here in Orlando. Him and Powerhouse track club up there in Orlando for Memorial. Listen, if you're a thrower, if you're a jumper in Florida, that's where the smoke gonna be at Memorial Weekend. It's gonna be in Orlando. So at the Powerhouse meet. So it's gonna be a lot of All Americans, a lot of national champions in the building. So if you want to test yourself out and see where you at heading into the postseason, that's gonna be a nice barometer for you to measure where you at headed into districts, and then get ready for regionals and clubs and JOs. But yeah, it's some nice meets coming up, man. And now is the time where people gonna start getting in that track mode because a lot of kids doing different sports. But
Yeah.
now comes that time where it's time to lock in on track and you get those numbers about to start popping. You about to start seeing more kids, competing. So it's a fun, exciting time. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get him down to Clash of Texas next year. I think we're gonna make it a priority because it's his last opportunity to do it. Because I think 14 is the oldest they go for that, right? I think
I'm not
so.
sure. I would have to check.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, I
so
think
I
I
think
think so though, because that's right around the time they doing high school state. So I
yeah.
doubt they probably have any high school kids there
So
because their
yeah,
high
so
school
it's our
state
last
just finished.
opportunity to get it in. So we're gonna do that. And also, I forgot to say, yeah, Speed Capital will be here June 15th in Kansas, and so that'll be Aubrey's first meet. So we're definitely looking forward to that.
Oh, they already got your names in the MVP trophy, man.
Yeah, I hope that it should be engraved.
Huh? They already got your. Nah, that's gonna be a good time, man. Yeah, we only got a chance to do the one, so I'm excited. I think they have the showcase championship in Orlando. I think it's June 8th and June 9th. So we definitely gonna be there for that up in Orlando because Vanna only had a chance to do one so far this year. She's been playing football. But no, it's some fire meets, man. Definitely comment below what meets you looking forward to. Maybe you can link up with some other people in the group. Because that's what we want. We want to try to find a meet outside of the club and JOs where you can get a group of people together and have a good time, have some good competition. So
Yeah.
you can see where you at. You know what I'm saying? Nice family vibe. Everybody get out there, compete, have a good time. And because that's when the numbers really pop up. When you got some good competition around you, it's gonna bring the best out you. And that's what I love to see. So definitely comment below any meets that you have coming up or meets that you're looking forward to. Throwing shoes, jumping shoes, because I didn't even know they did like high jump shoes until I was talking to you and you showed me a pair that you had bought your kids. So do you think it's important, like once the kids like they make that realization, like that this is what I want to do. I want to throw, I want to jump. How important is it that you think that they need the proper equipment, the proper shoes?
If you rate it on a scale of 10, how bad you need them, it's an 11. You know, like it's a to me, it's highly important having the proper footwear when you're doing these jumps. Um, if that's their main thing, so
Listen,
you're like, hey, I'm a high jumper or I'm a triple jumper, wherever it is, you need. If you're saying that's who you are, you need that shoe. If you're a javelin thrower, I think you need that shoe. And I can go into why, because one, they're built for that type of like for jumpers, for example. the they're built for that type of impact, ankle support, uh, curvature of your foot to help enhance, takeoff and
Facts.
stuff like that. And like some of them have like air cushions based on how you should be taking off. So if you're jumping correctly, it's gonna help. We got major. The first time we put on long jump shoes for Cord, big gains, big gains. Same thing with high jump. We switched the shoes over, big gains. Same thing with
Yeah.
Aubrey, big gains. Like immediately saw the difference. Same thing with javelin. Immediately saw, because it's like it provided that support and stability in the foot, and a lot of people miss out on that, especially if your foot is sliding in a shoe.
Yeah, if your foot sliding in that in anything you got to plant. The jumps you got to plant. That javelin you got to plant. If your foot is sliding, your mark is gonna be off. But worse, you can get injured.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? You can mess up your knee, mess up your ankle. A lot of things can happen. So you definitely need it, especially for those planting ones. And even when you throwing turbo javelin, with we've experienced on grass, you better have you don't have the spikes, you better have some cleats.
Yep. It's really like, especially if you like one of those power throwers and you really putting some ump on it, like you gotta protect yourself when you putting that much. Like those big throwers out here, like we see all the time, like you said, Leia's, Priya's, honestly, what's people's,
Janaya.
Janaya.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have some support back there, man. Like you put a lot of Turk on there. You got them. You running around with some Skechers and stuff like that. Ain't gonna work. You gonna blow a knee out mess around with them.
That's facts. Savannah say, "Oh, Orlando." No, I wasn't talking about club, Savannah. I was talking about a meet up in Orlando Memorial Weekend. But clubs is in Jacksonville this year. It's not Orlando, unfortunately. Savannah says, "Why does it look like daylight where you guys are at?" Because they are. You guys were an hour behind us.
Yeah, we're an hour behind. It's 8:30 here.
8:30. Yeah, it's 9:30 here. But no, you need it. You need it. And when it comes to the throws, if you're rotating, if you're gliding, you need the proper shoes, because you're not gonna be able to get the spin that you need. You're not gonna be able to get the proper kickback on that glide if you don't have the shoes. Now, there's different ones out there. I'm a Nike guy, so we always go rock Nike, regardless of if it's not the best shoe or not. I'm a Nike guy, so we wear Nikes. But some people like the Adidas, some people like the Under Armour. Then you have I think it's Velosaur or Velasa. I know a lot of the pros wear that brand. But me, I'm a Nike Zoom guy. That's
That's it.
until we
That's all
stop
we rock. We only rock Nikes
until
over here. That's it.
until we stop throwing. So if you're a college out there and you're trying to recruit Savannah, if you're not a Nike school, we love it. You love you all, but don't even call us, because it's got to be Nike.
Yeah, that's it. Nope. Don't put my baby feet in nothing else but some Nikes. And that's the crazy thing. Brand shoes, I'm not even on that tip. For them, no. But
Yeah,
throwing shoes, we only rocking Nikes, baby. That's it.
they look good too, man. They're the best look to me. They're the best looking shoe.
Yeah.
They got the best colors out there. You got so many different variations of colors you can get. You can rock the match with your uniforms, your outfits, or whatever. They stylish. They're not as expensive. Some of them they get a little pricey, but they have some that are in a decent price range where they don't break your pocket.
I always recommend people check like once a month just to see, because they be having sales on them shoes. You can catch them like them. You can get some Nike throwing shoes brand new for, I say low, but compared to how they normally price, I got out the door with some $60 ones, brand new, which was normally
That's a great deal.
Yeah,
That's a great deal. Yeah, that's a great deal, because they can't get in the hundreds. Kim said we want the money. We do want the money, but we want Nike money. So we going to a Nike school. Florida State is a Nike school. Harvard is a Nike school. So we got options out there.
Oregon's a Nike school.
Yeah, Oregon is a Nike school. It's a long way away, but it is a Nike school, and you gonna get all the Nikes out there. Oregon, they're not gonna stop you. You can go in there and do whatever you want. Come out with 10 pairs of shoes. You're good to go. So the shoes are important, and implements. If your child is serious about throwing and they've made the decision that this is what they need to do, you need to purchase them an implement. You need to purchase them and implement, because I look at it like this. One, you don't want to really have to borrow somebody's implement at a meet. You know, things happen sometimes. You might lose it. You know, whatever. But how do you practice if you don't have the implement? How does that kid get better? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just show up to a meet on Saturday and you've been chilling all week because you don't have an implement for that kid to practice with.
That's
You know what
wild
I'm
to
saying?
me. That's so wild.
Yeah, like they pay the registration fee. You can go online and you can get two discus, 1K discus for $30. You can get a
Yep.
turbo javelin, $30. You can get shot puts for like $15. Like, they don't have to be the best. You know, they got some nice stuff out there, don't get me wrong. But if you just starting, if you just trying to grow your club, you trying to grow your throwers, whatever, you don't have to go out there and buy the most expensive implement. Buy
No.
something that they can use, and eventually you can go get better, get better. Savannah first 6 pound shot put was $12 on Amazon. Her
I
first
can't.
javelin was, huh? Go ahead. What happened?
No, I can't tell you. I mean, I don't. I like they ain't to that point where I'm like, yeah, we need the best, whatever. Nah, we good. We good with them $12, whatever. You show me you can do something, then we might spend a little change. But nah, we ain't about that life.
What's up? What's up, Kermit? What's up, Coach? Yeah, no, man. If you don't have to go out and break the bank, find out if it's something they go stick with. Once you see it's something they go stick with, okay, now we can start dropping some money. You know, this year we went out, we got a 100 pound shot, $100 shot put, which, yeah, I was a little crazy, but you know, that's she liked it. She said that's what she wanted, so we went and got it. But now you know she got to work. But the $12 shot put, she won JLs with a $12 shot put. The $12 shot put to get the job done. It's all in about the work that you put in. But you need to have your own stuff so your kids can practice, so your kids can get better.
Yep.
It's, you know what I'm saying? It's like you sending a kid to school without a pencil, without paper. What are you gonna do? Sit in the classroom, look at everybody? No, you gotta make sure the kids are properly equipped. So that way they can do what they need to do when the time comes. Because how many times you
Yeah.
see a kid show up to a meet and they have no idea what they're doing with the implement in their hand? And it's like, this is the
Holding it
first time
back.
you seen it?
I've seen kids hold them backwards.
Oh yeah. I've seen kids hold the javelin by the tip. Try to
Yep.
throw it like that. Or they take the discus like a frisbee. And
Mm-hmm.
and the number one is the shot put. They turn it into a baseball. I say, you must not want your elbow or your shoulder. Because you not about to throw that ball like a baseball and think that you gonna walk away cool. Like, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm
No.
saying? So you gotta make the investment, coaches, parents. You gotta make the investment. So I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I mean, I'm with you 100%. Like you got. I mean, like you can't show up on if you're coaching your kid or whatever. Because I know a lot of us in here do that. And if you don't got an implement, like what are you doing? I can't take you serious. I can't take you serious. And it's like, and also if you're ahead of an org and your kids ain't got implements, I can't take you serious. Like what are we doing out here? I'm
Still in
like you
registration.
just you
Still in
sit here,
registration money.
yeah, you sit here talking like, oh, we the biggest baddest. Like when clubs say that, and I'm looking and I'm like, your baby's ain't got no implements. Like I'd be like, okay. So I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna listen to anything you ever say because you don't even got your
Yeah,
babies
no.
with
Because
implements.
you setting the kids up for failure. And I hate to see that. Like, you know, some kids, they don't know. Some parents don't even know. You know, sometimes parents don't understand when they sign their kid up for something that this is what their kid needs. But you, as a coach, you run a track club, you run an organization, you have to know what your kids need. You gotta know, you gotta look at the performance list. You gotta see, okay, they're not throwing the turbo this week. This week they throwing the arrow. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the performance list and say, okay, this kid is this age, they need this pound, or they need this weight, this gram. You know, not everybody throw the 300, not everybody throw a 4 pound shot put. Like, if you're gonna jump into this, coaches and team leads, then you gotta make sure you know everything there is to know about it, so your kids are not out there looking crazy, and then the parents are looking at you like you don't know what you're doing.
Yep. Because like I be out here looking at like some of the clubs around here, and I see some of our nationals be like, "Oh, we the biggest and baddest," and then I show up like, "Y'all ain't got nothing to help these babies out."
Nothing,
I'm like,
nothing.
what we talk? You ain't the biggest and baddest. I know, because you ain't taking care of the babies.
Babies walk up empty handed, just looking around. Like, yeah, go ahead and warm up, and they just looking at you like, I don't got nothing to warm up with. And it's like, what have you been doing all week? I don't know, man. That one baffles me. The shoes, you need the shoes, but I can understand the shoes. Maybe you can't find them, whatever. But the implement is no reason why you cannot get that child the implement that they need. If this is something that they want to do, and this is something that you want them to do.
Yep.
You ain't gonna send a kid to basketball practice without a basketball. What are you gonna do at the basketball court? Just look at the rim? No, you go give him a basketball so he can go out there and practice. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna send him to baseball practice without a bat and a glove. So
Yeah.
it's the same mindset when it comes to this. You got to have the same mindset. Um, Going back to another topic that we have, and this is like I said, I don't know how it is where you guys are, but it's a big thing here in Florida. Warm up throws. I know a lot of, and even Nick said something on one of the posts that Tia had earlier today. That I think they only get 3 in Texas. I know down here they get 2 for the high school, and you can't really throw anywhere around because how sometimes you might have an open field, so you might go over there and get your throws in real quick before your competition starts. So you come, okay, I need my 2 warm-ups in the circle, boom, I'm good to go. But they can't even do that. Do you think 2 warm-ups is adequate
I
for a
think you should.
thrower?
I think you should have three. I think. I think. I think three is a good number. Less than that, it kind of sucks. I'll tell you here. Like our middle school championships, the championships, they got
Wow.
one, one run through on long jump, one throw discus, one throw shot put.
So
That's
how you
it.
get your so how do you get your mark?
If you better get around that first one. It's
Wow.
wild. That's why I don't take it serious. That's why I'm like, y'all running, y'all. It's slop shop, and I'm like, every day I pray. I don't pray for nothing. I don't ask for nothing. I'm like, Jesus, please let this boy quit this middle school track. But if
That's
his homies is
terrible.
there, that's the, like I like that's terrible for me to say. Like, I hope that you quit this. I'm praying to
Yeah.
Jesus that this boy quit middle school track because it's so trash.
That's
Like that's
crazy.
how
They
you
only
get.
get 1. So they don't have no other areas where they can warm up at, or they don't allow that.
I mean, I guess you could go and throw it somewhere, whatever. But it's like it's no ring to get warmed up in. It's not like
I
a
got
separate
you.
ring where they can throw. There's not a separate discus. I mean, I guess you can still like work on like your release on discus, but shot it's kind of. I think it's just I think it's a trash setup. I don't like it. Um, it's unorganized. Uh,
How many attempts do they get? Like once the competition start?
Three.
So you only getting 3 attempts and a 1 warm up? Nah, that's horrible, man. I
Yep.
can see it. Maybe you gave them 6 attempts, so you say you only get 1 warm up. But if you make the finals, reseed and you get 3 more attempts, but you only getting 1 warm up and 3. Nah, that's terrible.
I know.
That's terrible. I like to like if I'm officiating, man, I like to do like a little window. Sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't. But if time is allotted, I like to give like a 10-15 minute window. Y'all go get your warm-ups in. Now, if you show up late, like if I do first call, second call, third call, and you running up on third call, you go get 2. I'm sorry, because we got to get rolling. But the kids, because most throwers or jumpers, they hang around the area that they're gonna compete at. So those kids, if you're there, you first call, you show up, second call, you show up. Go might ahead, go get your warm-ups in, have fun. But once the competition starts, it's ready to rock and roll. So the kid, that way is up to your leisure. Some kids don't like a lot of warm-ups. Some kids do,
I don't like a whole lot of warm ups,
you know.
honestly. I tell my kids, hey, you better figure out in three. Because they don't know how to like relax. Because typically for
Yeah,
warm ups for me, I'm like, I want you really over focusing on technique at that point.
I'm
But
the
see,
same way.
sometimes they get ahead and say, like, Cork, he don't know how to like hold back. He
I
want
got
to
you.
go out and throw the biggest throw. I'm like, you just threw your biggest throw in a warm
The
up, bro.
warm-ups. Yeah, it's too late
Like,
now. You can't.
yeah, he probably like at JO's last year, he probably threw the winning throw in the warm up. But I was like, why are you throwing max like you like? I just need 78%, bro.
Yeah,
Like
no, I
that's all
got
I
you. I
need.
got you. I
That's
got
all.
you. I
Yeah.
got you. Yeah, so it comes down one to knowing your athlete. Some athletes need it, because they like an old Buick and they gotta get revved up. You turn that car on and let it run 5-10 minutes before you put it on the road. Gotta let the oil start running through there to hit those gears so everything work. And you got some kids that you gotta tone them down. So you say, now you get 2 warm-ups, that's it. Because I'll
Yeah.
let you go past 2. It's gonna be a rough day. It's gonna be a rough day. I don't know. I guess it's a lot of people look at time and they say, I'm only gonna give you two and you're gonna get three attempts because we're trying to get out of here. But at the end of the day, it should be in the best interest of the athlete. Like
Yep.
when we put these meets on, when you have these events, are you putting the athlete standard first, or are you just looking at time and saying, I'm trying to get out of here by a certain time? Because you can get out of there by a certain time and still put the athlete standard first, and everybody will have a good day. You know what I'm saying? The athletes will have a good time because they'll be warmed up. They can compete to the best of their ability. And if you run the meet efficiently like you're supposed to as an official, and you know the meet director, then you can still get out of there 3, 4, 5 o'clock at the latest, and everybody have a good day.
Yep.
That's how I look at it. It's a lot of dead time. I think a lot of times around the field events, where people just sitting around, not doing nothing. Bro, that's the time you can just let kids go and warm up.
Yeah. They'll be like they'll and some of them be so controlling sometimes. They'll be like, there'll be nothing going on the
Yeah.
runway.
Why
Like,
you in a circle?
and it's like, why you doing whatever paperwork you doing? Like, let them do their warm ups. You don't have to actually watch the warm ups. Like, hey, y'all get a line. Y'all go through here while I'm doing this paperwork because that may take me 5, 10 minutes. And then I'm
Yeah.
doing my paperwork. I'm like, hey, we good? How many you got? How many? You got four? Ah, we good. We rolling. We
Yeah.
going.
Me and you on the same wavelength because that's what I do when we doing seeding from the kids before the medals, whatever. Because you know now the medals are right there. Don't have to go whatever on the field events. While we doing the seeding and figure out who the medals, y'all go in there. Don't nobody retrieve until all the discs are thrown. Once everybody throw all their disc out there, y'all go retrieve, get back in the same order, rock and roll, go have a ball, and then you know what I'm saying. Like what you say, once we done with all the paperwork, let's rock and roll. Let's get ready to go. But you're
Yup.
right. It's some officials be like, get out the circle. Who told y'all to go do that? It's like, bro, relax, calm down. They kids. At the end of the day, they still kids.
Yeah, we
You
see
know,
the same thing in high jump too. They be like, "I don't have the pit open yet." What are you doing? Why are you sitting here figuring out paper? Them kids are getting they warm up. They be stretching. Like, why you gotta be so like? Why are you
they
trying to
can be
like?
getting it. They can be getting their marks, all that,
And
and now
then
you,
they get upset because you like, oh, it's time to go. It's time to go. No, we ain't got no time for that.
yeah.
I'm like,
Now you rushing them, yeah. When
and
when
that's
they
not
had
safe.
that good, when they had that good 15, 20, even 30 minutes, and sometimes because we done sat there sometimes like just sitting there like looking like, bro, what is taking them so long? Why are they not doing nothing right now? And you sitting there, and then like you say, as soon as they make that last call, now they rushing the kids, and you already know how kids are, even the teenagers. Whatever the officials say goes. So the officials say, I need y'all now. The kid's mind done went out the window. You already looking at your baby like this is gonna be a horrible competition because the kids they frazzled now. It's like, come on, man, you don't ruin the kid's day. Now the kid, you done screamed at the kid, you done fussed at the kid. Now the kid looking all sad. Now they go out there and throw 60, 70 feet. And it's like,
It's a
you
wrap.
know,
It's a wrap.
yeah, it's
But
a wrap.
and then the other thing I wanted to say about the middle school, why I hate middle school track, is like no one knows the rules in high jump. Drives me absolutely crazy. And I sit there, I'm like, I don't say anything because it ain't worth my time because like that's
I
how much
got
I
you.
hate the middle school track. Like I told Corey, so we had a windy day one day, and kids were clearing heights, and the wind would blow the thing off. Cleared it, didn't touch it. Wind blow off. They like miss,
Foul.
miss, foul. I was like, they're like, what are you? I was like, why are you mark? I just asked Cash, hey, why are you marking them kids? Because it wasn't even my kid. Why you mark that
Yeah.
kid foul? It's like, well, they didn't get off the mat fast enough. And I was like, that's not a rule. That is not a
No.
rule. The rule is not if you get off the mat fast
Because
that
you can get
it
off
can
the
be.
mat and it's still falling, it's a foul. But if the wind blow it off, it's not.
Yeah, and like the thing is like it's like if you like say if a kid's jumping real far and like they clear it and but they hit it but they've already rolled off the mat, that's not a clear if it's if the judge says or the official says they did something where it was very detrimental to the bar, then it's a foul. But
Mm-hmm.
if it stays up there and you've cleared it and it's wobbling whatever, and then it falls, they will still say clear because it's like, nah, you did good enough through for that to be a clear. and
I
even
got
if
you.
you fell off the bar. So you can like you'll see at jails like they have really good officials at jails. The bar will fall, but they'll say no. It was they didn't do that. It was clear. Even if there's no wind or nothing, it was like no, they're already clear. It's whatever. So they do. I think they. I'll say that AAU jails they do a really good job of not penalizing kids for something they didn't do.
So what rules do they use? USA, the USATF rules in
They
your
don't
middle
have
school organization?
they have whisper rules. Like someone whispers them some, hey, this is how it works. They don't measure the bar. Like
That's
I
terrible,
was trying to
man.
tell Corey, like, hey man, this ain't the right height. I was like, they're supposed to start at 4'2". I went over there, I marked my shoulder. I was like, there's no
Yeah.
way this is the right height. I go back, me and my wife measured. It's 4'5". They started at 4'5".
Wow.
And then like, okay, we're going to 4'4" now, and then it's like it's 4'6". I'm like, whatever. And it's like I was like, don't care about this. Like that's why you don't care about this. Like, I don't even know
Yeah.
what you're doing it. So I'm on rant again. I'm sorry, off topic, but that drives
Nah,
me
you
crazy.
good. You good. Because it's segueing us into our next topic, so it's perfect. Unsafe areas for what a field event athletes compete in. So that pretty much it's not so much unsafe, but it's still not to the standard that we need to have for field events. Like I saw a parent posted her kid, which his kid's a beast in shot put, but I had never seen this before. They put it was on a softball field, a baseball field, and
Mm.
behind home plate, they put the toe board and they drew a circle in the dirt. So, like, yeah, I've never seen this before. So they had them throwing on a softball field or a baseball field, but I know they were
Yeah,
in the dirt. I had never seen this before. And I'm like,
they in the
why not just,
dirt.
yeah, in the dirt? I'm like, why not just go put it on concrete if you're gonna do that? You got a toe board, just at least put it on concrete.
And
Like
throw into
I
the grass. Get the edge of the parking lot or something.
that would be better than having the kids glide or spin or shuffle on dirt.
That's wild. That is
Yeah,
absolutely wild. You're gonna get
yeah.
somebody hurt.
You go get somebody hurt. I've seen it. I've seen some where they just draw a circle in the parking lot.
Man.
And it's like just don't have the event. If you gotta go do that, like I applaud you for your efforts, but you gotta be thinking like, is this a good idea? And like I don't know who looked at that and was like, yeah, this gonna be it. No, that is not it. Because you can get a kid seriously injured. Because like you say, you got some kids that are big, strong, and they move.
Yeah.
Like they move like freight trains, and that's why you need, the right kind of surface, the right kind of shoes, so you can do what you need to do. But if you listen, your kids play baseball, my kids play baseball. You're not spinning on no doggone clay, you
Nah.
know, you gonna fall.
Nah. And that, like I said, like, and it's like it's so hit and miss in middle school. It's like they a lot of times they're not used to seeing athletes, like actual kids who do this stuff, and so it's like they're not prepared. Like I see all the time, they don't move the high jump mat back where it's supposed to. I've seen it with holes. I had to stop at the. I had to, I'm a bystander, and like they literally have a gap because somebody moved pulled the mat, and so there's a
Yeah,
hole. The kid about them. I ran and stopped and was like, "Hey man, there's a hole here. If he hits
yeah,
that, he's
he gonna
done.
fall. He done. Yeah, he
He's
done.
done."
Done. Like
So
I've seen somebody doing pole vault and the base was cracked. Where they put the pole at. It's like why? Like just don't do it. Cause all it takes is for one kid to hit the wrong spot, and
and
you
we're
done.
done.
You done. Like it's like certain things. It's like I know you want to get the event done. I know the kids want to compete, but you got to be safe. Somebody got to look up. Somebody got to use common sense and say, yeah, this not it. We just not gonna be able to do it today. We don't have the facility for it, unfortunately, and it just is not. We can't get it done. But yeah, nah, that was one of the wildest things I've seen, and I've seen some pretty wild stuff. I've seen people put it in grass too, where they put the toe board in grass and they don't even cut the grass. Like at least if you go do that, at least cut the grass down good. The toe board is in the grass, bolted down in the grass in the dirt, so
No,
you already know what that bolt is. It's not that it's not that sturdy, and they have them in the grass throwing a shot put. I'm like, what? Come on, man! Like you wouldn't do that to the track. You wouldn't put 8 lines on the track. I mean, in a row of grass and say, okay, this is what we're running on today. You wouldn't do that.
that's wild.
So why do that to the throwing and jumpers when you wouldn't do that to the kids running? You gonna make sure they run on the track. So it's
I've
like,
never seen or heard that. So maybe I'm complaining. I'm like, I didn't shut up then. So
nah. Listen, all complaints are valid when it comes to it not looking like it's supposed to look. I don't care where you at. Certain things have standards.
yeah,
Like the
no,
go
I
ahead. What
was talking
happened?
about long jump. Like they don't like take care of the long jump. Like they just like when they're raking it, whatever. You got this
Yeah,
hole, so now you at that part where it's hard. It's not the sand anymore. It's like that
the
hard ground.
concrete.
Like
Yeah, the
I was
concrete.
like, y'all gonna mess my ankles up, some tailbones up and stuff. There's a reason why it's sand there. And I was like, I when scouted at the middle school that I was gonna go to, I was like, all right, these are the events you can do. I was like, you can't do long jump because this is a mess. I was like, I can't afford you breaking your ankles because
No, sir.
we can't do that. I was like, well, it depends on how I feel. Like if I come to a track meet and the high jump ain't running like it's supposed to be, you won't be doing that. I was like, yeah, their glory ain't my problem. Like you're not gonna be able to get injured out here. I was like, I've
Nah,
already had
you
a bad experience
listen.
with Torque shot putting. I was like overworking him. I was like, nope. She can't even shot put in middle school. Not now my watch. I was like, go
Yeah.
find something else to do. You can do discus, you
Nah,
can
you
high jump for
listen.
now, and you might run that
Listen.
200.
And you're not wrong. You're not wrong because at the end of the day, those are your kids and those are your athletes, and you got to make sure you put them in the best position possible. But no, we got to do better. And talking about long jump, that pit, sometimes they have the grass still growing in it. They don't even take the grass out of it. Bugs in it, because I done seen it where bugs done made that they home. Kids jumping in there and bugs coming out when they land. Man, it's like, come on, help the kids out.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know, but it's got to be somebody that can sit back and say, yeah, we can't keep doing this to these babies. We can't, because you're not doing it to the kids on the track. So if you're not gonna do it to the kids on the track, you can't come and do it to the kids in the field. Like we gotta keep it equal opportunity. Like give them somewhere to throw properly. Cut the grass. If you gotta do it in the grass, at least make sure the grass cut. Make sure the sand is evenly. You know, make sure there's no bugs in the sand.
I had Aubrey today. I finally got her out to throw a javelin today, which she did okay. She hit 96. I was like, okay, we got it. But she's like, I can't throw it hard because the grass is so slippery. I was like, hey, JLs might be like this. So if you get in perfect conditions, I expect you to throw further than this then.
Yeah.
Because
Do
this
they
is
get the runway
sloppy.
this year? Do the 11s get the runway? Because I know they had it weird
The
one year. It was
11s
like
get the 11's supposed to have the runway this year. They're
they had
supposed
a
to have the
runway.
runway.
Well, tell her at clubs they got nice runway. UNF got a nice runway. So bring the spikes.
Yeah.
Ain't no grass at UNF. But they got the runway.
Yeah.
Um, but no, that'd be dope if they get the runway. But Greensboro was nice. Greensboro they had the grass nice.
Oh, the grass was nice at Greensboro.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
Greensboro was nice. That's her home, man. She owned Greensboro.
Well, she better. She better.
Now the grass is nice at Greensboro, but hopefully they can use the runway. That'll be dope. That'll be dope.
I told her
But
she throw 120. You're taking her to Disney World, so.
yeah, she throw 120. We got you. We got you. It's just that schedule is crazy though. It's like I think what is Monday, Tuesday, and then Saturday. Is that it? I think it is. It's like, bruh.
Yeah, and we're still trying to decide if we're gonna be doing shot or disc. Right now, her shot and disc are looking like so bad, so bad.
Yeah, but she haven't really. You got time.
I got time, but it's just kind of it's depressing that it's like so far off where it was from last year. That's all.
Yeah, it's like riding a bike. Once you get back in the zone and doing it, regularly every other day, she'll be fine. She's a gamer. Gamers got it. They got that switch. Not everybody got it, but she got that switch. So leading to our last question for the night, what's the experience like at clubs? And we can throw JOs in there too. Clubs is like a mini JOs. So if you've never been to JOs and you want to get your kids, you think about going to JOs this year, your kids qualify. I would say if you have the money, go to clubs just so your kid can kind of get the feel, especially on the field event side, well, the running side too, because it's smoked at clubs too. In the running side, it's not as much weighting in field events because you don't got like 100 kids competing. It's like 30 kids. So you have to
Okay.
wait, but it's not as long as a wait. You know that wait at JO's is like an
It's
hour. Your
terrible.
kid,
Like
yeah, if
it's
you in
like
that
four
last flight, you're
heats.
not throwing for an hour. You just sitting there. Um,
So smaller
with,
numbers in field events. So I'll be like in and out type of situation.
it's still gonna take a little minute because they get the 3 attempts and then you get the 6, reseeding whatever.
But it
But it
ain't
won't
four. It
be as
ain't like
long. It
four.
won't be. It won't be 3 hours. It'll be like an hour and a half.
Okay. That
Cause
that's
J,
perfectly
yeah,
fine.
JL's is 3 hours. If you throwing that one, you ain't leaving till 4. By the
Yeah,
time they do all the medals and everything, you leaving by 4:30. But now this is about an hour and a half.
I can work with
Um,
that.
yeah, I wish Coach Bing was on here so he can let the people know what to do in Jacksonville. That's the only bad thing. Yeah, he said we know about the wait for long jump at JO's. Kermit. Yeah, man, that wait ain't no joke. I didn't see the first year we did it. We went to Humble. I didn't know about the wait. I figured we get that one, should throw about 120. Man, they were sitting under the tent, and it was funny because the 8U, 8U kids, they parents sitting there with coolers. I guess they had with the JOs the year before. They sent them with coolers, crayons, coloring books. One girl had a whole toy box under the tent, and Kim could already see Savannah's mind drifting. She said, "You, let's go." She pulled her all as far away as she could. She said, "This is a business trip. We're not coming here to play with toys. You can play with toys later." And it was one little girl sitting under the tent Indian style in the middle of all that chaos with a focused look on her face, Kyrie. And I was looking like trying to see who she was because her and Savannah was neck and neck all year. And I'm looking for the bib, and I saw that bib say false. I said, "Oh, we here for a long day," because all the kids was going crazy, and she was sitting there like this, like just a business trip. See, Vanna wasn't strong enough. We had to take Vanna out of it because Vanna would have threw 17 that day because she'd have made 35 new friends. Um, but yeah, now you go wait. You go wait. If you in those last 2 flights, you waiting 35, 40 minutes to an hour, so
Wow.
definitely prepare your kids. Once the seedings come in and you see that your kid is in that top 12, 13 range, you go wait, you know. But it's fun, it's a good experience. It prepares them because I know Tia just had down here they have something called super regional. So they're combining classes. I don't know why they're doing this. I guess they don't have the facilities or the manpower for the regional track meets. So they're putting 2 regions together. So now the meets are taking like they finished last night. One of the regions finished after midnight.
Oh my
Like
God.
it was so bad the sprinklers came on while the kids were running. Because the school sprinklers don't know, they're on the timer.
Yeah.
And all the kids got soaked. But she said she thinks it helped Janaya because of the JOs where you are waiting. So mentally you understand how to prepare for that because you're used to it.
Yeah.
So there is some good that comes from it later on in life. But you go wait. You go wait. But clubs is fun, man. Clubs is fun. It's a family atmosphere. Um, Coach O and AAU have done a great job. We had a lot of complaints when they moved it from Disney. We had a lot of complaints because Dr. Phillips wasn't the best. They did the best they could last year at Dr. Phillips, but UNF is a much better facility, but it is in Jacksonville, and it's not much to do in Jacksonville. But on the track side, you're gonna have a great time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know anything about Jacksonville, so this is my first trip down there. So, you know, I have no idea what we're
Yeah,
gonna do when we go
they
down
well,
there.
they got decent beaches. If y'all want to go to the beach, you can go to St. Augustine. That's why I look so young. I go to St. Augustine every 10 years. They got the Fountain of Youth there.
Is the
You can go
water
down there.
warm?
Yeah, the water's hot. It's not like the West Coast. It's not like Cali. That water hot. That's why the hurricanes be category 5. That water like
Okay.
80, 90 degrees, man. It's hot.
I don't like really mess with the beach, but I'm like every time we go to indoor, the kids want to go to the beach. I'm like I don't really want to go out there, but if they got
Yeah,
warm
nah,
water.
but that
I
water's
might.
cold. Up there in Virginia, at that time it's cold
Yeah, but if
because
it's
it's
gonna
in
be hot, it's
March.
gonna be warm water, and I might let them go out there and fool around because like the schedule is so like I'm like we
Yeah.
got yeah you can go out that beach and still have time to recover later. So yeah,
Yeah,
let's
the
go to
beach
the
is
beach.
different than the pool. So you'll be all right with the beach. It's not like the pool. That pool, stay away from the pool. Unless you're competing against us. Go to the pool the day before the competition.
Matter of fact, the morning of, make sure you get your laps in.
Yeah, get you some aqua therapy.
Yeah, and like every kid who wants to get Italian ice and cotton candy, it's on me before right before you throw. It's on me.
But now the beaches, Jacksonville got some nice beaches. They got some nice beaches. So you got that. But yeah, it's not much to do in Jacksonville. It's not much. It's not like Orlando. You know, Orlando is Orlando. You know, you got the theme parks, you got a lot of stuff. But that's one thing that it will save you, because anybody that went to clubs at Dr. Phillips, your kid is getting ready to compete, and all you hear is because the roller coaster is right across the street. So
So
you
you gotta
cannot.
go.
So it's hard for some kids to focus because they thinking like, I'm trying to get to Universal Studios. It's like right there, man. You know, so that was one bad thing about Dr. Phillips, but it's cool. The venue is amazing in Jacksonville. So definitely pop out the clubs if you can. It's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a really great time. Really great
I'm
time.
I'm excited because we get to go down there and do some pole vault and what is it? Top 8 in all the events qualify,
Yeah,
right?
top eight qualifier for JOs.
So,
So if you don't make it in your region, or maybe your schedule prohibits you from doing regions or districts, that is a qualifier. Unlike USA, I don't know why USA don't make theirs a qualifier also. That blows my mind. Um, but Laura has a great meet. Laura has a great meet up in New York for the
yeah.
USA Youth Outdoor Championships. But club is gonna be fun, man. Club is gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great time. But definitely, if you're not from the South, bring your sunscreen or drink your water, because it's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
Jacksonville gets hot. It's a
Is it
different kind of
muggy?
heat.
Is it
Yeah,
muggy?
it's a mix between dry and humid.
I, I don't want that.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, yeah, it's not all the way dry, but it's not humid either. It's like sticky.
Ah.
You know, yeah, like you get sweat, but it's not like Miami where you just drip and sweat all day long. It's not like Texas where you can't breathe because you know the heat choke you. It's like in the middle. It's like it can't make up his mind. So yeah, it's not fun. We used to be in Tallahassee in the summer, man. It was hot. And Jacksonville is pretty much the same because it's like only like an hour away. So definitely prepare for that. But it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Definitely looking forward to it. Looking forward to JOs this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and before you know it, it's gonna be August. Season gonna be over. Time for school.
Yeah. I'll be glad when school's over with. I'm just not the biggest fan of school, man. To be honest with you.
When do y'all finish?
Sometime this month. Is it May, right? We're in May. Yeah, sometime this
So
month.
so
I just hate it so much. It's such a drag. And the funny thing is this, I don't remember like when I remember being in school and I loved school, I don't know why I didn't hate it more. Like my
yeah, no,
kids
I never
like
loved
school.
school.
My kids like school, but I'm that dad's like, you know what? I don't even like this place. So if you don't like this place, I'd be totally fine with that. So don't. That's the advice I'm saying right now. Don't take my advice on that. The kids, if it wasn't for the kids' self motivation, I'd be like, you don't go to school? Okay, cool, whatever.
Bro,
I would
that
do
I
my.
was it's funny. I was telling my coworker that this morning. I was like, bro, you gotta get up, you gotta get their clothes ready, you gotta do lunches, run out of the house, make sure everybody get on time. It's like when they don't have school, I get up at 7:45 because my job is 5 minutes away from the house. You get up at 7:45, shower, get dressed, whatever, and boom, I'm at work 8:15. Lovely. But when it's school, you up at 6 o'clock trying to get everything ready. It's like, man, you
And I
dread it
think
more than they
I
do.
just like having my kids with me.
Yeah.
I enjoy that time. Like I know sometimes I'm gonna be working, but the thing is, I work from home. So if I'm feeling like hey, I need a little bit of Corey time, I need a little bit of Aubrey time. Like, hey,
Hmm.
come downstairs because I just have to go to the office twice a week right
I got
now,
you.
and so it's like those 3 days. I'm like, I just want to see your face for a little bit, and it's cool. I don't get to see them. I think I actually miss the kids, which is it's unfortunate that they got me
You
wrapped up
sound
like
like
that.
You sound like my wife. That's Kim. If she'll keep him home, she'll keep him home all day. So she definitely looks forward to that too. Nah, but it does give you a sense of peace that you know they at home. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about nothing. All that craziness is going on out there. So it definitely gives you that sense of peace also.
Hmm.
And you can get in more practice too, because school be cutting into practice time. Yes, I said it. They are student athletes first, but school cut into practice time. So the summertime, that's when the numbers really start to pop because I ain't got to worry about homework in school. Now we can get the business. We can start working
Yeah.
and do what we got to do. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be a good experience. So definitely, if you haven't,
Can
get
you
your
hear me? I
hotel.
lost my sound there for a second.
Nah, I hear you. You good. We about to head out now though. But listen, if you're going to JOs, you better get your hotel. If you're going to clubs, you better get your hotel or your Airbnb because they gonna start. They already gone like
Sound working
hotcakes.
on
So
mine, but I can't hear anything on my phone anymore.
I hear you. I hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
If you're talking, I can't hear you. I see you can
No.
hear me, but I can't hear you for something going
um,
on with my phone. Someone
I
tried to
got you.
call me, and so now it's messing my sound up. So
I got you. Well, we signing off. We
I'm
signing
gonna
off.
holler at y'all.
All right. Be good, my brother.